Don't you wish you had an anti-doubt pill? Just take that pill and release all of your doubts. Because really, that's the biggest thing holding you back. That's self-doubt. If you didn't have that, if you didn't worry about what other people think, if you weren't worried about losing everything, if you weren't so worried about going out of your mind, and if you weren't worried about being so damn bored, imagine how easy it would be. First question is, what's in the news right now? If you were talking to a group of high school students and they're clueless and you're trying to say, but here's what's happening on the planet, what would you say?
So much. It's boggling my body. Listening to the whole world, total confusion.
There's groups that are going back, hanging on
Yes.
for dear life to the past.
Yes.
And groups that want to go forward into the future. And
Yes.
there's this push-pull thing going on.
Yes.
I just see, especially, well, Time just talked about it, the silence breakers, people that are energetically just said, enough.
Yes.
I'm ready to tell my story,
It's coming out.
and it's just coming out.
With all of that, I'm seeing profound acts of love and kindness.
Yeah. There's a time on the planet right now. Unprecedented change, and people are lost. They're really not lost, but their old ways of doing things and responding to people and situations is having to change very quickly. Now, I bring this up for one important reason. Because I'd like you to remember why you're here right now. You chose this time. You chose to come in knowing that this was the time, what I call the time of machines, but the time of great changes on the planet. You came here in this lifetime for one thing. Your last lifetime on Earth, on this Earth, and you came here to embody the Spirit, the Master, who came here to bring together the human and the Master in this lifetime. You're going through a phenomenal change. Can you let yourself experience it? Next question. What's going on with you right now?
Boredness and passionless.
I would say ditto.
Well, I just got through a big patch of depression, and my body hurts here and there. I also feel like things are coming together.
I feel like I'm on the craziest roller coaster ride.
So what's going on with Shaumbra right now? I'll summarize it just like I summarized the news. You're in transition. You're in a great transition right now, a great evolution of self. Remaking the body, starting at actually a sub-DNA level, I'm going to say it's not even an atomic level or a carbon-based level. It's all changing. You're going through a whole thing right now that seems very strange to the human, and it is loss of control. The human feels that everything is kind of falling apart. You can't focus here anymore. You can't depend on this old way of handling things. Take a deep breath. Let yourself experience what you're going through without fighting it, without medicating it, or without meditating it. Allow it, embrace it, be with it. You are exactly where you should be right now. Physically, mentally, everything else. Now, that sounds kind of weird. Losing control to what? To what? Well, it's the Master, which you are also. And it changes everything. And it changes the control, which, if I could say to any of you, take your foot off the brake and your hands off the wheel. You're not giving over authority to someone else. It's not like let go and let God. It's let go, I am. Let go of that control right now and watch what happens. We're kind of starting a little new phase here. It's called It's in the Air, and it's everything, and I'll explain in just a moment. You take a deep breath. You give up the human control, and you allow energy to come to you, to serve you. You don't win lotteries. You just stand there maybe bored, nothing to do, all the time in the world. You stand there and you allow it. You don't think, there's not a mantra. You don't say, I allow the abundance. You just stand there dumb and happy and without control, and if you need to do anything, just raise your hands and let it come to you. You are a magnet, an attractant of energy, whether it comes as money, as love, as punishment, suffering, but you are an attractant of energy. Let it come to you. We're going to a place actually of being very energy independent, where you're not a parasite relying on everything else in the world to support you, where it's what I call sovereignty. And I'll tell you right now, it's in the air. Master, grant me the serenity to allow the things I am choosing, the courage to release the things that are not mine, and the wisdom to know the frickin' difference. And it's, be clear, be discerning, have that maturity. That is not mine. And then allow what comes next. As you have become more mature and more discerning, you can start picking up on what's in the air. There's you in the air. Let's start with that. The Master is right here. It's not off in another galaxy. It's not off in spiritual wonderland. It's here right now. It's in the air. Maybe what's in the air, what is kind of, I would say, the evolution of consciousness, is the true light body. You don't have to work at it. Your human mind does not have to and should not try to figure it out. It's in the air. It's all around. It's just about allowing it. The sense of beauty, the sense of compassion, the sense of love, they're in the air. And I'm not talking about just the feel-good stuff. I'm talking about the dimension. What I'm saying is, take a deep breath and let go of control. It's in the air. You, the human, are not responsible for the enlightenment of yourself. It's in the air. You're just being asked to allow it, to relax into it.